On the left, we have Carson, a very strong and powerful young man with a very nice swing, one that we're going to make even more consistent. And to the right, we have a Major League Baseball player, and we're going to just quickly kind of compare. All right, so here we go. So I've actually started, Carson, your video from the very beginning, and I want to work on some of the waggles, if you will, some of the early movements. So let me start this again from the beginning. So a lot of swaying as you're standing, getting ready for the ball, a lot of back and forth swaying. I want to fix that. And that's going to really screw up your timing if you're moving front and back with your legs and your hips. We're going to instead move your elbows. So we're going to work on that, right? So, but otherwise, your setup looks pretty good. The feet look good. The hands look good. So let's take a look. So we go a little bit into the swing. I see a lot of rocking back. Again, as you can see, rocking back and forth. And here, I'll just draw a fun little line here. Let's take a look here. So let's see the dancing. Some really good dancing here. Not sure what kind of music you're listening to, but a lot of good dancing. And then what you're going to see is that you've now just swayed everything back, and then everything's going to go forward. So because of that swaying back and forth before the pitch, you're going to sway into the ball, and instead, I want more rotation. Okay, so let's look at this a little further. I also want to notice in this swaying your head. So let's draw a circle here. Let's draw one for the professional, and let's see how they compare. So in the swaying already, you can see the moving just back and forth. Your head already moves out of that circle. All right. So now you're fully loaded back here, almost like you're pitching. So it's a good pitching move, but we want a little bit more stable positioning in the hitting. So it looks pretty good. I love this movement forward and then the hands back. We call that separation. So you'll notice the distance first is measured from here to here, from your hands to your toes. As you start loading up, actually increases. So your hands to your toes. We call that separation, and that's really good. So I like that movement. We're going to continue doing that. So at this point, looks pretty good. I like how the hip is in front. That looks good. The head has moved, so we're going to work on that. And then as you come into the ball, actually drop drop it really nice. I mean, that's as good as anybody better on our team. So you'll notice this move here. Now, what we're going to work on with everybody is a lot of folks are coming in too flat. So from here, you'll notice at this same position, this major leaguer, if he were to drop his bat, it would fall right on his shoulder. If you were to drop your bat, you and everyone else on the team, if you were to drop your bat, it would fall right behind you. Okay? So we're going to try to get those hands not stuck behind you, and I'll show you the reason why that's important in a bit. Okay? So let's continue with the swing. So pretty good hip turn. Not bad. You're going to notice you come up on your toes a little bit. So you can kind of see here you're on your toes. And so that means you're kind of lifting up, and you're going to lose some power there. So imagine if you were to punch a punching bag, you wouldn't step up on your toes to deliver a punch. You would actually go more into the ground. So we're going to drive some of that. Okay. And then here's impact. That's not horrible. We're going to work on this, but I'm telling you, Carson, every single kid on the team, we're going to work on this move. But what I want to see is more extension, and then take a look here to the right. So you'll notice the hands, where the hands are. And this is hard. He's a professional player, right? But what I want you to feel is right there. So look at all this space in this guy's, in between his arms. That's what we're looking for. So at impact, I like how you kept your head back and it looks good. I just want your arm to be a bit more extended, and we're going to feel this. So many kids, they think that at impact, let me clear all this here. They think that at impact, that their hands and the bat rather, should be fully extended at impact. almost an extension, the bat in the middle of your two hands. And that's not what we want. But, it's kind of what we've been taught growing up. So it's not your fault. We'll blame somebody else. Instead, what you're going to notice is here's his arm, kind of in between his arm, and here's the bat. Substantially different. Okay, so we're going to work on this final position here. That's the most critical thing right there. That's what we're going to try to get. Okay, so it's a little bit more about timing and how the path, and we're going to work on that. And then as you come through, your hand comes off the bat. It actually comes off of it. Okay, and of course we don't want that. We're going to work on that. What we really want is we want the right hand turning over the left and then fully extended here. That's what we want. So because your head is going a little bit back still, I'd like it to have stayed kind of in the middle position the entire way. It's kind of hard for your hands to extend back. So your hands are starting to go back with your head, but we want something that looks a bit like this, okay? And then, but all in all, a powerful swing. It's still early, it's still cold outside, but you've got tremendous bat speed and tremendous power, which is going to get you a little bit more on path like the swing over here, okay? So again, in closing, what I really want you to think about and maybe just kind of hold that position is this final position there. We really want this spacing, okay, with the hands and the bat looking like that, not straight, okay? It's going to be a fun season, Carson. I'm glad you joined the team and look forward to coaching you this year.